Hey, 30-minute marketers, Gary Baker here with you. Today's quick video, we're going to be taking a look at some low content publishing niche ideas, doing some keyword research around the word search puzzle book. So let's get right into it and just jump over to Amazon.com and do some research and simply type in word search and see what we get. So as you can see, when we type in word search, we're instantly going to get the Amazon autocomplete here. It's going to talk about word search, and then you're going to see this big box pop up here. And what this is Amazon Suggestion Expander. This is a Chrome extension. As you can see up here, the Chrome extension here in the Chrome toolbar. You can see here AMZ Suggestion Expander, and I'll leave a link in the description. So if you don't have this Chrome extension, you can go ahead and get it, because what this is going to do is give you keyword suggestions before as well as after. You can all, because you can see here what's going to happen is we're searching for word search, but word search is a pretty vague and generic term. So what you can see here is large print, Friends, Kids, Harry Potter, Disney. Now the thing with Harry Potter and Disney, when we're talking about keywords in Amazon, it's best to steer clear of those unless you have the rights to build, make, and sell a Harry Potter or a Disney book. If you do have those rights, then feel free. If you don't, then when you're building your Amazon puzzle books, or when you're building puzzle books specifically to sell on Amazon, steer clear of those keywords. So over here you can see word search. You can see that it came up with word search puzzle books for adults, and these other things here that picked up on the WO before it picked up on Word. But over here are some interesting long tail phrases, which are word search and Sudoku books, word search and crossword puzzle. And if you keep scrolling over here, you can see word search with over 500 puzzles, word search with hidden word. Now here, this is an interesting one. So at this point, when we're talking about doing keyword research, we're literally just in research mode. We're just gathering ideas. So one way you can do this is open up an Excel spreadsheet, a notepad, however you want to do. Grab a notebook, even a real notebook, just like this one with just blank pages that you can write ideas down. So, whatever works for you, just make sure you're taking note when you're in the research phase so you don't have to do this and keep doing it and going back and forth. So we're going to go ahead and click on this word search with hidden word, because this is a really interesting one. And what you can see is that's going to open up, and it's going to give us all the products that people are going to find on Amazon when they type in word search with hidden word. As you can see here, there's a sponsored book. There's another sponsored book. Now here's the first book that's not sponsored. And of course it's large print puzzles, fitness for your brain, word search with hidden messages. So this is an interesting spin, an interesting deep dive into a niche of a sub niche. So word search puzzles with hidden messages. Okay. And you can see here the BSR, which is the bestseller rank. And you can see here the information, the Amazon bestseller rank, 92,178 in books. Of course, if you want to know what this little pop-up window here, this little bar, this is another Chrome extension. It's up here. It's called DS Amazon Quick View. Of course, I'll leave a link in the description so you can check this out. You can get a lot of great information here, and it keeps you from opening a new tab, or clicking and going inside and having to back out. So it's very handy when doing research. When you're doing your keyword research, this is a very handy tool. So you can see here some great information about that. But the point here is at this point, all we're doing is getting ideas. 100 word search for adults, extra large word print, the supreme word search. As you can see, this BSR is 157 bestseller. That's an amazing rank for a word search puzzle book, and it shows you what is possible in this niche, in this word search niche. You can see this book was created August 9th, 2019. Over 200 clearly hidden word search puzzles for adults, teens, and more. So you can see they're targeting. Here's a word search for women book. Another word search for hidden messages. Of course, that's the exact keyword that we typed in here, the exact phrase. Another great piece of information to take note of when you're doing your word search, when you're doing your keyword research, is to take note of the number of results right here for your keyword. So 1 of 16 of over 1,000 results for word search with hidden word. So again, if we were to go back to word search, and at this point, so for example, if we just wanted to type a word search for a certain niche topic. So let's just say word search for US presidents. And at this point, we're just coming up with ideas or concepts or niches, topics that we think would make a good puzzle book. So you can see here, word search for US presidents, 1 of 16 of 190 results. So we're dealing with 190 results for this keyword. And what we're doing here now is we're looking at these BSRs, which are pretty good, 200,000, 124,000. So this might be something that you might want to investigate. You can see right here, a word search puzzle. This is 100,000. Here is extra large print US puzzle word search, large print teachers word search, puzzles with biographies, volume 1, US presidents. You can see that's in the 2 million, but the ones above this, these BSRs, are really quite low. So while the competition may be pretty stiff, it gives you a good idea that there's also not a whole lot of results. So if you can create, if you take the time to create, I should say, not if you create, but if and when you take the time to create a book that is as captivating with a cover and a description and the content inside. So let's go ahead and take a look inside of this one. So if you were to actually click on that and go in and take a look inside, what you're doing at this point is you're getting an idea of what the inside of the book looks like, and not to copy, but to go in and say, okay, this is for age 8 and plus, and get an idea of what it is they're doing with this book to make it so popular. So they got a little section here this book belongs to. As you can see, this has great illustrations in it. Also has some great information and facts around George Washington, for example. So it's giving facts as well as just being a puzzle book. So it is a complete book, a complete activity book, as well as a book that parents or grandparents or aunts or uncles or other friends could buy for kids around 8 and plus. So they've created a complete book here, not just a simple one-off or just a plain Jane puzzle book. So this is a great way to look at this, and you can see here, so George Washington, the first president, what they've done is they simply added some nice art here, and then they've created a nice simple word search for kids that are 8 and plus. And then it moves on to John Adams, as you can see here, second president. Again, strange and fascinating facts about John Adams. They're just adding in here to make this book very unique, compelling, and interesting. This may not be as interesting to the kids as it is to the parents and the grandparents that are buying it, or maybe a teacher is buying this book for their classroom and they're like, okay, well, the kids are going to enjoy the puzzles, but it's also very good because it's giving them information about the president, so it's an educational tool as well. These are the kind of things that you put together and you're thinking, okay, how do I make my book unique, and who is buying the book? The book is aimed and targeted at 8 years old and plus, but 8-year-olds aren't going to Amazon.com and buying the book. So your target is actually the person that's going to be buying the book. And then once they have the book and give it to the kid, then you want the kid to be satisfied as well as the person who purchased it to be satisfied. And that's how you build an overall marketing strategy for your book. And that's part of the idea, the concept, and the process that's going to occur during this research phase. So while we're on the topic of word search, US presidents is what we searched for. And you can see that there were just 190 results. Let's go ahead and pop that into Google and see what we get outside of Amazon. So let's see what kind of volume there is for word search US presidents. If we just take a step outside of Amazon for a second, just to see the popularity here. So word search US presidents, as you can see here, there's tons and tons of crossword puzzles, and you can see some printable images down here or copies of other books. The word search, puzzles to print, student handouts. Again, this goes to the idea, the concept of inside of this keyword, this niche inside of puzzle books is student handouts. Again, it's teachers buying materials for their classroom. So this is a great little niche right here that we stumbled upon, it looks like. So I would say definitely follow up with this one. And this is the process. This is the methodology. This is the way you need to go about doing your keyword research. And this is just a small example inside of the word search niche of puzzle books. Because as we saw, if we just did a word search, you can see here there's tons of niches. Sports word searches, super colossal book of word search, the supreme word search. So these books are targeting word search puzzles that appeal to everyone, whereas this one is appealing to people that are just looking for sports related puzzle book activities, as well as the one that we were looking over here. This is geared towards US presidents, which is sort of in a niche of education. So your parents and your teachers and your grandparents are wanting their kids to spend time doing activity books, but also learning something. So again, keyword research is not just the word itself, but it's the idea and the concept of who you're marketing to and why they're buying the book, and making the book as interesting to the kid as possible, but also making sure that the people that are buying the books are happy with the content inside of the book to keep them coming back and buying more books. So again, you can see lots and lots of ideas here for word searches. But one of the things when it comes to word searches, for example, here's pop culture puzzles. One of the things that a lot of people are going to struggle with when creating word search puzzles is the word lists themselves, coming up with ideas. So one of the things that I've done is I've created a puzzle word list database. And what I do is when I come up with good ideas, I'm just taking those ideas and I'm writing them down and creating lists. And as you can see here, I have lists of animals, everything from amphibians down to woodland animals, Bible, Old and New Testament, colors, countries, famous people to include inventors, health, mythology, both Greek and Roman, plants. And as you can see, this is growing, coming soon down here, things to do, domestic birds, zoo, houseplants, baby animals. As well as I've created a Facebook group around this, which is free, and the link will be in the description to both the Facebook group, which you can join for free, as well as how you can get access to this puzzle word list database, which will be the link to puzzlewordlist.com. And you can see here, finally, the word list database you've been waiting for. Now you can get back to making puzzles, not word lists. And if you want to join, it's just $5. I think that's well worth the price to have access to a complete list of words inside a database. It's not just a list of words, but also niche research at a glance at your fingertips. Just like we did here inside of Amazon when we scroll through. Once you see a puzzle book, once you have an idea, once a light bulb goes off, you can easily access the puzzle word list database, and you can have those puzzle word lists. You can simply click, download them, add them to your favorite puzzle word search builder, your program, your app, or if you do it manually, just a little shortcut that might help you on your journey inside of building your puzzle books that you're going to be selling on Amazon. If this video is helpful, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget, 30-minute timer here on the end screen. Click that, subscribe to the channel. Check out the video here on the end screen for more awesome content just like this one. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.